You took notes. You take any notes? No? That's fine. Hey y'all, what's going on? Thanks for joining. As you know, my name is, this is your girl, Shauna Speaks. Motivational speaker, life coach, best-selling author of Queen with a Damaged Crown. And I'm here with my girl,
Nicole Monique. Also, a motivational speaker. I got a crown, but I don't got a book yet. But it's coming though.
Hey Octavia, hey Sue, thank you for joining.
Hey y'all.
Please share this video on your page for us, like, subscribe to our page, and also if you tell us where you're coming from, and also if this is on the replay. Hey y'all, thank you for joining on the replay. So today, as you can see, we're talking about who are you?
Who are you?
So, and this is Girls Talk, no chaser.
Yeah.
So basically, this whole series that we've been talking about is basically just women's lib, just getting to basically love yourself, know yourself. You know, we talked about what kind of men to stay away from, how to date, how not to date, you know, just loving yourself, doing the things you love and want to do. So today, you know, me and my girl here, we've been talking about having some friends and family members that we've come across that actually don't know who they are.
Yeah.
You know, and when I say that, I'm not talking about your name necessarily. I'm talking about before you took on the role of mom, daughter, son, husband, boss, CEO. Not even talk about who are you from the time that you was in your mother's womb. Who are you is the question. A lot of people walking around here don't know. You have people that have been married for years and they don't know who they are because they've been wife for so long. They've been a husband for so long. They've been a mother for so long. They've been a worker for so long. But the person within,
they've been a side chick for so long.
Right. And that's titles. We're talking about who are you? And if you've been that so long, like she said, a side chick so long, or secret so long, hurting so long, you don't know who you are, and you eventually get lost somewhere. So tonight we're going to help you find who you are.
Yeah, that's real important. Like you said, you get lost and you wound up walking around as whatever that is. Hey, Tanaka. You wound up walking around as whatever it is that has hidden you, pretty much. So yeah, who are you?
Yes, who are you? I take it biblically because I did a little research today, and and I said, like not your job title, not your wife title, but basically, who are you? What is the name that God gave you, not what your mother named you. I'm Shauna. That's Nikki. That's the names that our parents gave you. If you go to the Bible, you realize that a lot of people started out with their heritage, the name that their parents gave them, but somewhere along the line, a certain tragedy or incident happened where God changed their name. Like, I'll give you some examples. Abram went from the elated father to Abraham, the father of a multitude or a nation. Sarah, his wife, was princess, and then her name turned to Sarah, which means the mother of a nation. Jacob went from the deceiver to Israel, which means God who thrived with man and prevailed, because he wrestled with God to the point that he dislocated his hip. You have Simon, who went from Cephas, also aka Peter, which you know as the rock of the church. And you also have Saul, which was a persecutor of Christians, that went from Saul after he had went to the road of Damascus and had an encounter with God where he went blind for 3 days. And he went from Saul to Paul and wound up being one of the most sought after apostles and disciples that followed Jesus Christ. Well, after the fact. And so I realized that who we are started, like God said, I knew you before you was in your mother's womb. So if I could be very loose, and I'm gonna be real right now, because this girl took no chaser, God is telling you that he knew what you were going to be when you was in your father's sperm sac. Just being real. That's before you are in your mother's womb, because your father carries the sex of the child. Yeah. Your mother's just is the one that grows the baby, and you come out with characteristics DNA. But when you was a sperm cell, God knew who you were going to be And sometimes when we go through life, we detour from the purpose and who we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I'm asking y'all today, like, who are you? You take all the makeup and all this stuff off and take the titles. You're not a mom, because at the end of the day, you're a mom for a certain amount of time. But then once your kids become grown, your mom card kind of is just now guidance. You're a wife forever. But then what happens when you divorce yourself and you only man you knew from you were 15, 20 years old, now you're divorced and you don't even know who you are. And I've come in encounter with men and women as like I feel funny. I don't even know who I am. And that's a deep question.
It
Very
is.
deep question.
It is. It really is deep. Whew. I just remember being in that place where after divorce, you're like, what? Who am I? Where am I? But who am I? Right. And it's a scary place if you are aware that you don't know who you are. But most of the time we're not even aware that we don't have an identity. Well, we do, but we're not aware of our identity.
There's identity crisis.
Yeah. And then you wander around going through different circumstances, wondering why you keep hitting a wall. But it's because you don't know your true self. So if you don't know your true self, how could you know what you want or what you like or what you need or what what affects you, how it affects you? You don't know. Like, you walking around in a blob, like
been titles. You've been titles for you've been a wife at 22 or 19. You've been a mom at 15, and that's all you know is I'm a mother, I'm a wife. And then when those things start to either like try to take a detour, now who do you become after that? Yeah, Tanaka, true. It is a scary place. It's like, who are you? Who are we as women? Who are you as a man?
And I believe we all go through that. I think you go through that several times out of your life, to be honest, because
I think every 20 years.
Yeah, like as you mature, like you're gonna go through that phase where it's like, okay, who am I? What am I doing? Why am I doing what I'm doing? But if you look up the definition of identity, it's the distinguishing character or personality of an individual. The second definition is the relation established by your psychological mind. So I like that one better than the first one because
that's good. Read that again.
Yeah, the relation established by your psychological mind is the definition of identity. And
the relationship established,
girl,
with your psyche.
The psyche.
When your psyche is here. Now, when your psyche is like this, then what?
Right.
Who are you?
And that's why I like that definition. It says exactly what we were just saying. Depending on circumstances or what you've been going through, like, you might not know who you are and you get lost. You do. It happens. It happens to the best of us. And it's okay because you could get it back. You just can't be in denial about it.
Right. That's the thing. To say you don't know who you are, that's the first step. It's like being a drug addict or alcoholic, and you go to your first step. The first thing they tell you is to say, hello, my name is such and such, and I am an alcoholic. Hello, my name is such and such, and I am a drug user. Hello, my name is such and such, and I don't know who I am.
Yeah,
that's where the healing starts.
And it just goes right back into a circle because your identity, you have to identify a situation in order for you to make changes with it.
Yeah.
So we go back to the denial word, which comes up every single week because a lot of us live there,
And then sometimes not even denial, it's the fact that you start being somebody else that you're not.
Yeah.
That you don't know. You start, I mean, yes, the Bible says speak those things not as though they were, but some people just be lying. That's a different story, You're going to say, I'm going to be okay, or I'm going to be rich, or I'm going to go to school, but you start, changing who you are.
Or coping with.
Start taking on somebody else's relationship to be with somebody because you don't know who you are, or you want to be a particular woman, but then you don't know how to show up as that person. You perpetrating a fraud, but the only person that you're hurting at the end of the day is yourself. Is you. That's the only person that you're hurting at the end of the day is yourself. So it's basically it's 3 words. Who are you?
So what are some of the ways that help you identify what the person you are today?
Well, I just want to say I probably just found out who I was about 2 years ago, and I'm 43. So how about that at 41? Because I thought I was everything that everybody else told me I was.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep this open too long, people start telling you who you are.
Girl,
you
I
know
that's right.
You ain't never gonna be nothing.
That's right.
You might as well just stay on that job. You ain't never gonna get a better job than that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You your father's child.
Right.
Yeah.
You this, you that, and then the devil sit up there in a quiet place where you in the depressed place you talking about in the dark with the cover over your head, and you talking about he like, this is what it is. You ain't never gonna get married, so you might just gotta continue dealing with the married man because that's all you're gonna get. You ain't never gonna be a mother. You ain't never gonna get on drugs. You ain't never gonna stay saved. These are the things you hear. And if you don't, right. Yeah, I'm still learning too, Tanaka. It's a forever thing.
Process.
It's a forever. I remember Bishop who was it that came to our church?
Was it Bloomer?
Bishop Bloomer.
Mm-hmm.
He said men the way they are is who they are when they get to like their 30s, and you just gotta love them they are. But he said women is like every 10 to 20 years we're always evolving to be or to find ourselves. Mm-hmm. And you got women right now that I mentor and I have as clients and life coaches. That the other day I had a call with one a client, and she's like 50-some years old, and she's just trying to get over stuff that happened to her when she was a kid. So she's 50-something trapped in a 9-year-old or 8-year-old body. And till you heal that thing, you will stay stuck there. So could you imagine being 60 years old and finally getting an aha moment like, oh my God, I know who I am? Or be on your deathbed and then you finally know who you are, but it's too late to even go after your dreams because you waited so long.
Afraid. People are afraid to go back to that place mentally. But regardless, if you physically or mentally go back, it's there. It's always present. It's always present, and it's present in your everyday behavior and how you react to things and how things bother you or, affect you. So I get it because it could be very scary and traumatizing.
Yeah, that's what it's not. That is a scary place.
It is. But you got to address it. And you got to address it often and to the point where you get used to it so that it doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
It's there regardless. It ain't going to go nowhere. And even when you address it, it's still going to show up in certain circumstances. But you got to address it. And that's like the first step. Just facing the thing that's haunting you. The thing that keeps you up at night. The thing that you're most afraid of. One of the things I used to say when I was younger coming up, I used to be like, I didn't want to be like my mom. And I used to say that because I felt like my mom did everything for my dad. So in my mind, like, please, like, I ain't doing that. Like,
she a punk.
She don't never be saying nothing back. Like,
right. That couldn't be me.
I ain't doing that. And as I got older, I realized I am my mom.
And it's
not a bad thing.
But you know the secret. Remember the secret. They said the very thing that you say you don't want to be, you throw it in the atmosphere, you become. Like, I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get sick. You get sick. I don't want to be late. I don't want to be late. Guess what?
That's what you give life to. The word.
Right. So they said the universe takes it and they can't decipher because what you're saying, I don't want, is you're speaking it because it says what you speak to exist. It could be life and death is in the power of the tongue. Yeah. So right then and there, when you say I don't want to, in the actuality, you're saying because it's negative already because like my throat is sore. Oh, I don't want to speak it. That's like we know we don't say we got a cold or nothing like that because we don't speak it to existence because it's going to manifest. But in reality, a cold is going to take place the way that it was. It ain't got nothing to do with the devil or heavens. It's a cold, But if you understand, like it's just that, you speak the positive stuff.
Yeah.
Like you don't say I don't want. You just speak the thing that's positive to that negative, basically.
Because there's a psychological theory that says that the brain is very smart, but it can't interpret positive or negative. It only interprets repetitive thoughts.
Yeah.
So whether it's positive or negative, that's what you want. That's what you get. So the more you think about something, the more you talk about something, that's what's going to show up.
Yeah. And the thing with the brain also is that when you go through traumas, the brain is like a blackout with a TV. If it goes through too much trauma, it shuts down, and then it kind of like mentally erases that part. And you go, I don't remember that. And you go, are you serious? It's like somebody like have a stroke. Some people have strokes, a certain part of their brain, they literally can have amnesia because they don't remember, certain parts of their life. And that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Dementia, Alzheimer's disease, same thing. It occurs the same way, like forgetfulness. Yeah. But it's like going back to the Bible again. Like every time God changed the latter part of somebody's name, he didn't completely change it because like Sarai to Sarah, Abram to Abraham. Mm-hmm. It's like once you have that encounter with God, he changed your name to something greater and give you more responsibility. And then the thing that you just was regular, like Sarai was a princess, but then she became a mother of a nation. Mm-hmm. Abram was the father of one, but then he became the father of nations. Israel was a deceiver because he was in fighting in the womb with his twin, but then when he fought with God by himself, he was so strong that God had to pull out his pelvic bone just for him to get off of the angel. And then he said, oh, you fought with God and man and you prevailed. So it was like we need to know who we are, that God is calling us to be forth. Like, who are we? Why were we born? I don't believe nobody was a mistake. Right. And I believe, like, you know how many sperm cells run to that egg during conception? You know how you won the fight, you won the race called life. Like, you made it. Like, all of us here is that one, and we got a twin. We won. We made it to that egg. And so when you get there, that's when your life starts. Your mother and father don't know who you are, what you're going to be. And back then they didn't have, sex parties and know what the baby's going to be. You just came out and you bought purple. What was it? Purple, green, yellow colors for a baby shower.
Right. Neutral.
So now it's like right in that moment, God was molding you and making you to be who you are. And some of us don't know who we are. So like I said, sometimes we wait so long to find out till we get all this clutter away from us to be able to see and produce who we are.
Some of us are afraid to find out because we don't want to really know who we are. But you can't ever discover something about yourself that's so disgusting that you can't come back from it. And even if you're at that point that you feel like you can't come back from it, that's for sure a testimony and a turn in your life where you need to be using that, to help other people, because ain't nothing new under the sun at the end of the day. And most of the time when you start talking to people, you will realize that it ain't just you,
right. Not alone.
Right. Most of us have gone through a lot of the same stuff, just different circumstances, but it's pretty much the same. And, you got to embrace what you've been through. And if you want to change. If you don't want to change, then don't embrace it. But you can't change unless you embrace it. Because, that's the first step, identity. And that's what we're talking about today. Who are you?
Right.
You can't want to be something if you don't know where you starting from.
That's true. And then all the mistakes that we also make, like the mistakes that we make in life. You may have been promiscuous, or you may have had multiple partners, and then you take on that name of being a hoe or being a whore or being loose, and then when that man does come along to love you, so scarred by what you heard the wrong men say to you, that when the right man comes along, it's even. And you may marry him and you still not going to receive what he's saying, because you your past is going to be haunting you, standing in the corner like, now you know what you was doing. Mm-hmm. So you have to live up to the new you and leave the old you behind, and don't allow nobody to bring your past back toward you, especially once you done told your story and testimony to somebody.
That's what I was going to say.
Story. So you tell on me, I told on myself.
The thing is like once you tell it though, it's not interesting no more for somebody else to tell. Right. So that's one of the main reasons to tell it. Because once I tell it, you can't tell it better than me.
Sure can. And you could put your little spice on it, but it ain't gonna make no difference. Like,
Yeah, I already tried it.
I've been through so much. I've been, and like I said, those like y'all know, y'all got my book. I've told my story in my book, and it's just like I said, I'm 43, and I'm still coming into this woman, and I'm actually loving myself. Well, there was a time that I probably didn't like myself very much, and that's the reason why I did certain things or dealt with certain people or out of technicality or insecurities about myself. And even though I wouldn't let my female friends or people around me see it because I dressed my hell up nice, I knew inside that I was perpetrating what I was saying, being somebody that I wasn't.
Yeah.
And it was also much you can hide and finagle for a while before it comes out or before the real you shows.
Yeah. So it's important. You got to start peeling the layers.
Yes.
Asking the hard questions, the whys.
The whys. My coach.
And the why has to keep asking the question before that why until you run out of answers. I mean, it's no other way to get to the core. There's no other way. I would say this: it's good to sit with yourself and kind of start this process, but it can get a little much and emotional. So, having some kind of support in place I think will be ideal. A therapist, a coach, a friend that's not biased, a friend that's not judgy.
It's gonna tell you be real with you when you're wrong.
Right. A friend that's not a yes man.
Exactly.
A friend that is gonna sit and allow you to be real or make you be real. Pen and paper is to me one of the best therapies.
Journaling.
Yeah, when you would, especially by yourself, that's one of the best therapies you could do. Just sit quiet and just write from your heart about yourself. This is who I am. This is who I see myself as. And go through the motions. Why do you see yourself as that? So now that you see yourself as that, what do you want to see yourself as? What is going to make me different? What are the steps that I need to take? Can I do this by myself? Do I have a support system? Those are the things that you need to really just kind of lay out and start there, because in there somewhere is where a shift will happen. And then once the shift starts, then we can move forward. So
the shift is happening. And that's exactly as our jobs as life coaches too, is to help you find you, help you to come into your being, help you to heal, helping you to take that new step to that new job or that new career, and just loving yourself. There's a lot of people walking around here I call it the walking dead. Yeah, you're existing but you're not living.
Yeah.
And that's the worst place to be.
It is.
And I'll say to you, like, if you don't know who you are, then let me help you out. You're strong. You're a fighter. You're fiery. You're ambitious. You're loved. You have to speak these things to yourself, because, like I said, you speak it out, God will bring it back to you. And you're capable of loving and being loved. You're great. You're smart. These are the things that you should, like, I have little stickers on your wall and see it every morning. Like, yes, I can. And no is not an option, and I won't ever today. And today's going to be a great day, and I'm going to pay it forward to somebody that may be less fortunate than me. And then these things will start to form who you are. Because if you don't have nothing positive to say about yourself, then you can never be able to have nothing positive to say about anybody else.
I think people have heard this before. I'm sure they have, the post-its and affirmations. And you see it on TV, and I think people take it for a joke. They don't realize the power behind it. They don't realize that it really works. Like, it really works. And it don't work overnight. I ain't gonna tell you that. It don't.
No, it takes time.
Out of routine. And before it actually starts working, it's gonna feel like it's not working.
It's not working.
It's gonna get hard. Stuff is gonna happen that's gonna make you be like, I don't even know why I'm doing this, because this don't work. But just when those things are starting to show up, you on the edge of the shift. You got to keep persevering through it because it really does work. It really does help. You have to train your mind, and that's all it is. Another psychological fact is that if you hear something 100 times, it sticks with you.
It sticks with you. Yep. And
So
if you do something for 21 days, you break one habit to start a new one, and that's scientific. And I can tell you, because we go on a 21-day fast every year, and we don't have no carbs, not a sugar, no nothing. And by the time you decide day number 3 after you finish the fast to eat anything sugary or that you haven't made, your body rejects it, you'll be sick.
Yep, as a dog.
No, and I mean like somebody that haven't eaten pork and eat pork again, like your body it heals itself.
Yep.
It heals itself. Some people don't even know that the liver itself, at 100%, you can give a person your left lobe of your liver, and then by the time that person gets that part of your liver, and your liver will grow back and regenerate itself to 75%.
Yeah.
And the person that has 10% or 20% will get up to 50%. So your liver regenerates itself. So the body is a natural healing. But once you have a roadblock or something that's a trauma, then that's when we become sick. That's why you get sick when you're stressed, because now you're stressing on one thing and all your fighting antibodies, they drop. And that's why you get sick. Everything is open.
Negative plus a negative, positive plus a positive. Fundamentals. It's fundamentals, but it works in every single area. And these are facts. These ain't theories.
You can look it up yourself, I promise you.
These are actual facts. But I just want to encourage everybody to make time.
21 days. That's what you need to do. Those that don't know who you are, take 21 days to find yourself. Take 21 days to find out about your family history. 21 days to do something different. Yep. Start break a old habit. Take care of you.
But and don't feel bad about taking care of you. Like for 21 days, those of us that have kids, like we're not gonna be literal about it. You know, you gotta take care of your kids.
Right. House is first.
But anything outside of your home, kind of let it die for 21 days. Leave it alone. Put it down for 21 days. You'll be surprised the different outlook, perspective that you will have on life, on everything. Like the people you talk to every day, like don't talk to them every day. Take 21 days and just really get to know you and revamp what you want out of life and make a plan and set it up. I guarantee you go back to talk to those people on the phone, you're going to hear them very different.
Yeah.
Even your closest friends, you're going to be like, did she just say that? Like, wait, what?
Hey, Ashley.
Hi, Ash. You gotta just take time for you, and it's okay. And it doesn't make you selfish, and it doesn't make you a bad person. We all need time to ourselves. I'm somebody that struggle with that. I struggle with that all the time. Hi, Mika. But you gotta do that.
That's right, mate.
Yep.
It's true. And that's like I said, again, self-love, self-love. But
it starts with you. It starts with you. You cannot, if you don't love you, nobody else could really truly love you. Like it starts with you because you teach people how to treat you.
Yeah.
And if you don't love you, then how you gonna teach somebody else how to treat you? You're gonna teach them the negative part of it. You don't matter. You come last. You on the back burner. You don't need nothing. We get to you when we can. That's what you show people when you don't know who you are.
And when you do that, then that's how the people are gonna treat you. Like if you're always a yes person, or everybody know they could come for you to money, or they dump their worries on you, and then when you decide to say not today, they're gonna get mad at you.
Yeah, they are.
I've told people that I thought were close to me of saying no, that I can't lend them, or no, I can't be available. And I promise you, like you said, that you can feel the distance because I can't say no. I should be able to say no and you still be my friend.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because now if our friendship is predicated on what I can do for you, then you're not a friend. You could go twice. But it's like it's this thing called life and being an adult. Like my friend Mika, she's on here now, and she was saying how back in the days. Like we had a care. Let me tell you something. We did some stuff. We were 19 to 18 years old with a car driving. I mean, driving crazy. We fought boys on the train. We was just all over the place. All over the place. Like we was like this much from getting arrested. God knows our parents don't know a lot of stuff. But it's like when you go back to that age, all we had to do was just be and let our parents take care of us.
Yeah.
But, you know, and once we finished school, it was like, oh, that was it. But we called ourselves being grown, but we really didn't know. Me and those roommates, we had my goddaughter was in the house. We was 2 young girls with a baby in the house. It was crazy. It was crazy. We had a big sister back then to tell us to slow it down. Maybe our lives would have went somewhere else, but I don't regret where we are.
Yeah.
But it's like it had to happen. You know,
I'm gonna sit here and lie.
Huh?
I had people around me that, you know, wanted to intervene, but I didn't want to listen to them.
Yes, Mika, it sure did. Find ourselves. It sure did, because I think we too independent, girl, to be honest. You know, we a handful.
I don't think there's a such thing. I don't think there's a such thing as too independent. I think that
for a woman,
yeah,
like
I don't think there's a such thing.
To the point that we do everything and don't let our men do anything. I got in trouble for that. I put a whole computer together one day, and my boyfriend got mad at me because he just wanted to do it because he was the man. I was like, "Well, you took too long. I wanted to get on the computer." He came with his tools, girl. He came with his tools and everything.
Yeah, but I don't think that's like too independent. It's like, all right, you know, I want something done, so
no, we just know sometimes we need to shut up and just be quiet. And we you could be too independent because men want to be wanted and want to need. They got to do something. So
they could jump in there. I feel like for women that are really ambitious and really independent, you just need a man that's up there with you.
Yeah, but he gonna tell you to shut up, and it's the same way we should have shut up before he told us.
I mean, sometimes we gotta shut up because we talk too much, but
and do too much. But that's another story.
Yeah, you know. You mumble under your breath. You shut up.
You shut up. Tell me shut up.
All right, shut up. But anyway,
right stage hands.
Yeah. I just want us to like start making some moves. I noticed that when we have certain conversations on here that warrants movement, it gets a little shaky.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's like fear setting in because it's something new and it's different, and it's like you don't want to feel vulnerable, or you don't know how to start or where to start, or if somebody's gonna look at you crazy. And people are gonna look at you crazy. I ain't gonna tell you nothing different, but it's only because you're stepping out of what's normal to them. So don't be afraid to make moves. And also, like, you guys reach out to us. Like, we're here.
Yes.
We're making ourselves available. Like, reach out. You don't have to worry about it getting out if you don't want it to. Like, whatever it is, like, we're here for support. So we want you to reach out to us, hit us up on the side. You know, if you need a plan to start, hit us up.
We got 45 minutes of free time with one of us.
Yeah, let us talk.
Plan together. I'm telling you, life will be different.
You'll be surprised, like, how such small steps will just make this big impact and just start firing off your mind and making you think different and looking at stuff different. So don't feel like, oh, I want to reach out, but I don't know. Nah, we here.
We do it anonymously.
It's cool. And you ain't going to tell me or her something that
we already know or didn't go through ourselves. This for y'all that don't know what a life coach is. The life coach is exactly what it is. A life coach. We went through life experiences, made it out, transitioned, survived, healed, fought, cried, and now we able to help you through the same thing. Because back, you know, like I said, back then when we were younger, we were our own big sisters, and we were like the blind leading the blind.
Yes.
You know, we fought for each other and didn't let nobody perpetrate our, come and infiltrate our friendship. But at the end of the day, we didn't have like no big sisters, to be honest. Like, I didn't find my sisters until after my father passed away 4 years ago, and I still am the oldest of even my friends now.
Yeah.
They used to call me grandma and church woman because I was always trying to kumbaya somebody. But you need one in a relationship.
You gotta have one kumbaya.
So I'm not mad.
You do. You gotta have one kumbaya.
One kumbaya in the friendship. You gotta have one.
It makes for good balance. So.
Yeah. Until that person become crazy, there's a different story.
I mean, then the second runner-up kumbaya got to step up. Yeah, the one that's normally crazy got to come down so that we can get you back. But yeah, like use us, hit us up, ask us questions. Like I think people hear life coach and think deep. It's not deep. It's really not deep.
Right, Mika, to the heart.
It's not deep at all. It's really not. We've been through so that you don't have to go through.
Or stay through by yourself. We tell you like you can lean on us. That's why we do this every Sunday.
Yeah.
To also to get a rapport with you is not. It's like we say, one person can hear us and change their life and make you think or change something that you were going to do today differently tomorrow. Then we did our job.
Mm-hmm.
Did our job, and and this is what it's for. Like we have our clients on the side, but we come here just that as free counsel. And when something's free, you better jump on it.
You better jump on it.
If it's free, it's for me.
I like mine's free.
Free, please. Free 99.
But yeah, so I don't know. I would like to hear any comments if anybody has anything to say.
Anisi is on. Hi, Zaria.
Oh, hey, country.
Hey, Nisi. You ain't here lurking. You ain't saying hi to your aunties.
That's my pumpkin. She's so cute. She's growing up so pretty.
She is. I don't like none of the girls with the boyfriends. I'm mad.
I know.
No, nobody had no boyfriend.
I know. Ugh. So crazy. But they have to grow up.
I know. But thank God they got us now that we don't have to go through certain things. They know. Mm-hmm. Right.
It's all good. It's all good. I think it was a lot to think about tonight. Like tonight was a lot to think about. Yeah. I hope that when everybody's silent, it's because your mind is working, and because you're holding back. And if when we close or not on air, and you have questions, even right after, like hit us up. Like we're up, we're looking, we're waiting for your questions, and we want to help. We want to help. We're not gonna bring your topic on here. Be like, let me tell. Like, anybody doing that? Nobody got time for that. So, just want you to help yourself. Use us as a tool to help you. Ask us anonymous questions.
Yes.
Like
be the best you that you can be.
Yeah. Ask questions through Messenger. We have our phones in front of us. Like do it. Also, remember, Girl Talk No Chaser at Gmail. Bring your questions there. We're eager, and it's all about women empowerment. At the end of the day, we're stronger together.
And we are apart.
We're stronger together. So,
Anybody have any questions? Any concerns? If you're coming on now, we were talking about who you are, not what your name is or what your title of being a mom or dad is, but who were you before you were born?
Yeah.
What was the special sauce that God poured on you before you came through your mother's birth canal? That's what we're talking about. Finding who you are, loving who you are, waking up every morning. Waking up every morning and loving the person that you see. And even sometimes you may not love it, but then make the change.
Mm-hmm.
If you could get up every day with breathing and seeing and could wash your own body and clothe yourself, then guess what? You still have time to find out who you are and become your own best friend.
Yeah. Because
there's some people that's so bubbly and so loving that people gravitate to them because they just have that positive aura about them. Mm-hmm. They like everybody just loves them, and I say to myself, when you meet me, you're gonna do two things: either love me very much or hate me very badly, and it's okay. It's because I don't have an in between with me. I'm not a fake person, so either you like me or you don't, and it's okay. That's fine. I respect it because either way, I'm real and I'm going to be very, very dedicated on both ends, whichever end you fall of the spectrum with me. But I woke up 2 years ago and finally realized like, oh, yes, I got it. I may not be a wife yet. Yet. Right. You know, I got a bunch of God kids that love me as I'm a mom, and I'm fine with that. That's not who I am. And God didn't create me maybe not to be that. And I had to know that that was okay, because I was trying to put a title on me that maybe God didn't put in the source when he created me. And that's another thing. There's some titles that you may not ever experience because that may not have been your recipe. Yeah. Your recipe may be something else. Your recipe may be what we're doing. This is my recipe. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what I love to do. Like, I was at church today and I off work tonight so I could sit before you and do what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. Because I'd rather be here before you, helping someone live and love themselves, than me sitting and realizing that somebody could have been thinking about suicide or depressed and didn't know nothing, and they popped on and go, let me see what these girls talking about. And we said something that resonates. I'm happy with that, to the point that I tear up with joy. I'm so happy with that. That's what this is what I was born to do. This is who I am. I am Shauna Seymour, the motivational speaker, life coach, and best-selling author, and at your service. And that's who I am. That's my source.
That's your source.
That's my source.
Hot sauce. That's caliente.
I'm not, Mika. I'm not.
She said so much.
Yeah. Out of all the four of us, she the only one married. So she her mama though. That's what she is. She's her mama.
Oh, it's the same thing on my side. You know, like with my other group of friends, there's nobody in my group of friends that's married. So, and it's okay. Yeah, we are who we're reared to be.
Yeah.
Until we find our identity, and that's who the woman becomes. That's where the woman arises, when you find the identity part.
Yeah, that's special source. That's it. If you take nothing from today, just realize that what you may be seeking, what you may be looking for, maybe not looking for you, and that's not what God.
That's a good one.
Right. What you be looking for is not looking for you, and that's why you'll never find it. Yeah. So tell you, like we said you told you last week, don't idle time. Make, do things so that you won't have to get caught up with certain stuff. And it's the same thing.
Can I add something to that?
Please.
When you say do things, right? Some people take that light. Because I know people like that. Like, while I was doing something, I got cute and I went to the club and I was looking cute. No, that's not doing something. Let's be clear. Doing something, as Medea would say, construction. Okay,
construction.
Okay,
right, please.
Something with substance. Getting dressed and looking cute. You should do that just because. Not to go try to show off in front of somebody or get picked out like a puppy because somebody like you for the night.
Right. She showed an extra little knee today. I want her right there with the big toe.
Right.
She got a white nail polish. And I heard dudes say that if chicks wear white nail polish,
she got white nail polish. Saying.
She got the white nail polish on the toes. It's on tonight.
If you going to get your feet done and your nails done so you could get picked out like an orphan or a puppy.
Like you at a brothel.
Right. Like a slave trade. Like, are you kidding me?
Snatch, honey. They got on their cinches and they like this. Girls or up. What? They do it. They don't know who they are, but then again, they're calling who they are by doing that.
Yeah.
But now the names that you are called, now here's another thing. With the names that you are called,
you can't get mad at it.
Right.
You can't get mad at it because you embracing it. You wearing it, literally.
Literally wearing it. But not wearing it.
One tag here, one tag here. Like, you wearing it. So I had to add that because I hear so many conversations that I'll be like, what? Like, we're in our 40s and 30s. Like, please, y'all killing me. And not to like bash. This is not a bash. This is like, that's not what staying busy means.
Yeah.
That's a hard one because people separate behind that, you know.
I
And
mean, but
it's good that you guys are able to hold it together.
Yeah.
It is. That's dope. That's a hard situation to be in.
I
But
mean, then it goes back to the same thing. Like when you meet somebody, if you accept this person, you got guys that meet a girl, like you said, with the push up, and then, that's who you met her. Now you want to change her because now she's your wife or she's your girlfriend. That's kind of hypocritical. Like this is who I am.
I mean, but it happens. I have a girlfriend right now that used to wear weaves, makeup, dress up, tight clothes, short skirts. Got married, husband don't like it. She walked around looking like
a nun.
Tracy Chapman. I don't know. It's 2018, and it's hard for me to watch because I'm like, that's not like you can't get your eyebrows done. What?
That's a security.
Like this is going too far.
That's a security.
Because these are all the things that attracted him to you. So I understand how now that you're his wife that he doesn't like that. He doesn't like it because I know it's not that. He just don't want nobody else looking at you. Right. That's what it is.
So that's a security.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But, I mean, she wouldn't be Tracy Chapman. I don't know.
You ride a fast.
I'm sorry.
Why? Sorry. No.
But yeah, like.
Oh well.
Now she's in an identity crisis because.
So she knew who she was, and now she don't know. Now she in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
So now she lost herself.
Yeah, and it's new. It's new.
Wow.
It's under 5 years. So
is she happy? That's the question. Is she okay with changing like that? Because maybe that wasn't her. Maybe the hair makeup and the tightness was that. Maybe that was her security. Maybe now she's free. No, because it could be.
Could be not.
Who's to say? You got a fast car.
I'm just saying. I don't want to blow nobody up, so I'm not going to comment on that portion of it. But
that's a good concept though. Like the women that do dress like that, and then they do get their husband, and then maybe that was the insecure to dress up and be this person. Like again, like you said, that you don't even know who you are. When you take a look, you see in the mirror, like I don't even know I don't even like who I see. So maybe is that the real her? Maybe the real her is now the model, humble person. But if it ain't, then you're doing it for somebody else, and now you're not happy.
Yeah.
Love you, me. I called you. You ain't answer the phone. I'll call you later.
Thank you. But yeah, so just get to your root, peel your layers, ask the hard questions. Again, the people that are for you are for you. They won't turn their backs. They'll ask questions. They won't understand. You may have to explain, but that's okay. And the people that run and have the negative stuff to say, those are the people that need to leave.
Right.
And make a period. If you love somebody, you love them. And nothing is going to change that.
What Ashley say? Our baby Ashley. What she said? Healing is so hard at times. I've been healing for a month and almost 2 weeks now. Every day it gets better and better. Sometimes I wish I could speed up the process, but I'm better. Nope. You don't speed nothing up. Let me tell you about speeding up stuff, girl.
Girl, bye.
It's for a moment. Okay. So let the Y coach help you out. First of all, I'm proud of you that you are healing.
Yes.
Don't count how long you've been healing, because then that's going to drive you crazy. Because there's going to be times where you're going to feel like you're reverting back. You don't want to do that. You have to sit in this thing that you're healing from. Literally sit in it. You have to let it consume you, because you're going to come out as pure gold. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to make you go crazy. It's not going to make you shed another tear unless you want to purify yourself.
Yes.
So don't rush the process of healing, because when you go through healing and grief, you go through denial, you go through acceptance, you go through rejection, you go through bargaining, like, no, I don't want to do this. And you got to go through those 5 steps in order for you to heal. But you have to sit in it. You have to forgive yourself for whatever it is. I don't know what you're going through. Forgive yourself. Forgive a person or a place or a thing that made you get there. You got to start forgiving, accept it, and then sit in it. And then I guarantee you, once you do that and let the time take its time to do it, you'll be fine. And if you feel overwhelmed to the point that you can't do it by yourself, then you can reach out to somebody that's professional, like a life coach or a therapist, and talk to somebody to help you with the process. But I guarantee to tell you, Ash, that do not rush it. Do not, and don't count the days, because healing is not a calendar. You got people on here that parents have been dead and gone with double digits, and we cry like it's yesterday, like they just died yesterday. So healing takes time. Don't put a time on it. Just let it take its course. Be mad, be angry for a little while, but don't let it consume you. And I guarantee you, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And I'm proud of you. That's good.
Yeah, Ash, you're doing great. You're doing good. She's always got a smile on her face.
Give you a clap. That's great. I'm so happy for you. Keep it up.
Yes. It's okay. Don't rush it. And I know the feeling.
Hi, Lisa. You're late.
Hey, Pumpkin. How are you?
Okay, Ash. Well, hit our email up. Or go to, you go to our services on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
We have a free consultation. You can speak to one of us or both of us, or just hit it in the DM and tell us when you're available, and one of us will talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
We got you, whatever you want. 45 minutes. Be the turn of your lifetime. We got you.
Yep.
So do that whenever you're ready, and we're here. But just heal, let it. But don't sit in it too long. But let it, just like we call it the Band-Aid effect, where you take a Band-Aid and it's a scar, and you got to cover it up with the doctor. But then after a while, you got to take that Band-Aid off, because it's everything that's protecting it can affect it. Because now the air's get into it, the moisture, and it becomes infected.
Yeah, bacteria.
So you have to sit in. It's okay, Misa. We love you. You got to sit in it, but don't drown in it. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah,
because you're young, and you got your whole life ahead of you. Like, I'm glad that you're healing. That's the great part about it.
When you meet her, she got it together. She does.
Good.
She reminds me a lot of me, where she's hard on herself.
Oh, okay.
And, but the core of a person doesn't lie. Mm-hmm. So she has it. She has the it factor.
Got the it factor?
She has it.
Got the it factor. We about to adopt you, girl.
I don't say that about a lot of people, because
right.
But she, honey, the more.
That's right, Amisa. Amen. Tell her that. Yep.
Yeah, because if you rush, you're gonna mess it up.
It's like a rebound. When you know how you date somebody and you've been with the person, and now you because you crying because you by yourself, and then you try to date somebody else, you use that person as a rebound to try to get over this person. It's the same thing. Because as soon as that person is gone or don't want to do with you, you're gonna revert back, because you gotta let your heart break. Anala Van Zandt, my mentor, says, she said you have to let your heart totally break. I mean, that's like, snot, crying. You may break a couple of plates. Girl, go to Walmart or Target and buy plates and just break them just because you don't want it. I'm telling you, like it's breaking stuff like that. You gotta let your heart break. Yep. And I know and that's the reason why we don't go through the process, because we don't want that feeling. It's uncomfortable. But I'm telling you, I've been there. When you let it all go and just cry out to the point that you like that, you wake up, you be like, "Oh, I can't even believe it." And then you wake up in 2 years, you're like, "Girl, I'm so happy, I'm good." Yeah.
You have to do that. You gotta scream, yell,
the ugly cry, right?
Kick, yes, the ugly cry. You're gonna do it more than once. You're gonna do it more than once.
I'm feeling like you drinking.
Yep. One of the other things you could do is, when I say write, and it don't gotta be no journal. When people think journaling, they think you gotta write. Oh, today I was walking through the meadow. No,
I like that, Amisa. Gracefully broken. Love it.
Yes.
I like it even better. We bent, but we not broken. How about that?
Broken. But put the person's name, put the situation's name on paper, and write out every negative that you feel about it.
And then burn it.
And don't hold nothing. Don't hold nothing back. Just write it all on there. Like stupid. Like, you gotta do that. You gotta do it together.
I can tell y'all what I told my sister when my father passed away 4 years ago, and I had 3 other siblings that I never met. But then I didn't get a chance to find them until after my father passed, and I had to be the one to say, "Hey, I'm your sister. Guess what? Our father that you never met died." My sister, still to this day, she never really physically met my father. So all she know about my dad is what me and my other siblings could tell her about him. So she's still angry for whatever reason. So I told her, I said, look, I said, you're angry at dad. I said, you could yell, go to the grave site, yell, kick over the tombstone, spit on it, pee on it, spit on. I don't care. Like, until you feel like you're going to be healed from it, because he's gone. He's not coming back. He can't come back and say, forgive me. He can't do that. So you have to forgive him, forgive yourself, and then move on. Mm-hmm. But whatever it takes, without being hurting anybody, because if you don't forgive, the forgiving of the person that hurt you is not for them, it's for you, because it becomes cancerous to you. Yeah. So when you go through the process of forgiving, how we'll teach you how to forgive somebody that hurt you. Like I had to forgive my molester. I wrote a letter to him. Okay. I wrote a letter to my molester, and then I burnt it up. Mm-hmm. I had to tell my mother after 43 years, because I wrote it in my book. I had to tell my mother that I was molested. She didn't know. I had to tell her, and that was a month ago. I told her that I came out and told her what happened to me, because I had to free myself completely. Because even though I thought I was healed, the more you write it, you get angry. You know,
I had to do that 4 years ago, but I got to do it to the mother of the molester.
Right. The who?
The mother.
Oh, well, yeah, about that.
Yeah. And I thought I was going to be petrified, but it was one of the most liberating things I ever did, you know?
Oh, yes, girl. I write spoken word too. And my name is Realistically Spoken. That's my poetic name. That's it right there. That will help. That will help. The poem, girl, let me tell you something. You on the right track. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and let people hear it.
That name right there is a good poetic word. Gracefully Broken. Ooh, yeah. To do something with that right there. I think I'm gonna write on that, Lisa. I'm gonna take that from you. I'm gonna write a poem to that. Come on, Ash. I challenge you. Take Gracefully Broken and we're gonna write a collab together. What you think about that?
That would be dope.
You write 16 bars and I write 16 bars. What you think about that?
She with it.
All right, that's good. So we're gonna write a poem about Gracefully Broken.
Yes.
I got you. See, we on the healing part already. See, I'm life coaching you right now for free. You ain't gotta pay nothing for it.
She got it. I'm telling you, she got what it takes. She's gonna be just fine.
That is good.
She's gonna be just fine.
I give you 2 weeks.
Thank you for being brave about it, Ashley. And
yes, that's dope
about it.
Not a lot of people come on here and say that. I'm excited. I got you. 2 weeks. 2 broadcasts later. Not the next one next Sunday. The next Sunday. Wait, I think that Sunday's about. After Thanksgiving, right? That's Sunday, Thanksgiving Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
it. The Thanksgiving after that Sunday, Thanksgiving, we're gonna come on here. We're gonna get it together. Yeah. All right, Meek, you in too? Oh, there you go. Yeah, we about that. Oh, that's it.
It's a cipher. It's a cipher. That's
it's a cipher. We about to do a cipher. Gracefully Broken. Who else want to get in? I'm ready. I'm excited now.
Cipher.
It's like we're gonna do the 4-way speaker thing. This is gonna be dope. This is gonna go viral.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Gracefully Broken. I'm excited. I can't wait. Let me write that down. I'm excited. Whoever's on the replay, I want to jump in on this Gracefully Broken poetry cipher we got going on. So far, Ashley and Tamika's in.
I'm in too.
Oh, there you go.
I can't even sit back on it.
That's it. Gracefully Broken. We about to go ham on this one. I love it.
Yeah.
We got 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Matter of fact, that's going to be the title. We're going to do a Gracefully Broken cipher.
Yeah.
There you go. All I want to do is read it. You want to be the MC? You gonna be our MC, Amisa?
She thinks she Mary J. Blige. She could sing the hook.
Oh, so come on, Misa, write the hook. Like tiptoe through the tulips. Broken, gracefully broken. That's good. See, this is good. I like it. I'm excited. I'm gonna start writing tonight.
Me too. I already got lyrics in my head.
You gave us a title. She said, "I'll take the job."
I already got lyrics in my head.
Coming on the replay, we are talking about who you are, but then it kind of took a turn. So now we got the cipher. We're doing a cipher for Gracefully Broken. So if you want to join our 16-bar cipher, We're writing a poem, a spoken word called Gracefully Broken. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I can't wait. Everybody get your snap fingers together. Let me get some candles and some incense. We give me a tam.
Oh, you getting a
like Tommy. I loved you. But you didn't want to love me back.
You're crazy.
She said MC Mimi.
Yes, MC Mimi. Yes, I love it.
Ashley said she's starting. I'm in bed, but I'm on it. Ella saw her thinking. See?
Yep. I'm with you, Ashley. I already got like 10 bars in my head.
Already like that's gonna be good. I can see that. Oh, we going to California, girl. Like where the Gracefully girls at?
Yep.
That's gonna be good. I love this time with y'all people on here. You make my heart glad. I know that every time I come on here and talk to y'all, God is taking another notch off what I've done wrong. And I can see, want to keep it that way? Because I've been fighting this thing for a long time. And I'm tired of him beating me up. So thank you for allowing me to help you, help me, help you.
I don't want to fight.
I don't want to fight no more. No, I'm done like Martin. I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to be like Jacob. I want to pull my hip out the bone. I'm too big for that. I can't walk around with no lip.
First off, the blood, because my hips be acting up already, and so we ain't even gonna go there. But
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
This is always a good time, coming together. Everybody is warming up and becoming more open, and I appreciate it. Please share, give us some hearts, comment, send us messages, call us.
Hey, my Black is beautiful. Thanks for joining us.
We appreciate it. Watch the replay. Share the replay.
Yes, please share this.
Just keep supporting us. We really, really appreciate it. It took a lot for us to do this. It really did. And we do it with love. Like today, I'm pretty sure you guys can see I'm not feeling 100%, but it's an obligation for me. This is something I signed up for, and I don't take it lightly.
That's right.
I know that it's for a reason, and I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing, so I'm going to show up every time that I'm supposed to show up to do it.
My internet is acting disrespectful. I look like a pixie.
It is a little pixely, but it's 10:05 anyway, so we love y'all
very much. We do,
and
hold on now. Memorize this day.
We want to, in all things, we want to give thanks.
In all things, be great.
In all things, be true to you.
In all things, wear your crown.
I'm gonna give me a
crown, lady. Don't never take it off of nobody.
Don't take your crown off. Love yourself. 21 days. Love yourself.
21 days. Find out who you are.
You and God for 21 days. Guarantee you'll be different afterwards.
Just take 21 days straight. Telling yourself something positive. If it's 21 days of affirmation, 21 days of no sugars, whatever it is, 21 days, do it. I guarantee you feel like a new person.
Yeah.
Guarantee you. Love you, Misa. Love you, Mika. Love you, Ash.
Love you guys.
Thank you for joining. Thank you, Debbie, for joining. My Black is Beautiful for joining. Thank you to my cousin for joining. Delia and Destiny. Everybody, good night.
Good night, ladies.
Love you.
Love y'all.
Be true to yourself, ladies. Good night.
Share the video.
Share, yes. And we on YouTube too. So go over and subscribe to YouTube.
Yes.
Girl Talk No Chaser.
Girl Talk No Chaser.
Good night. All right, Misa. Love you. Love you, mate. Love you, Ash.
Later.
Bye, y'all.